Hey y'all, I'm back with another collab. This one's hosted by Cooking with April, and it's the Cinco de Mayo collab. I'm so excited to show you what I got. I don't mind everything. I am getting sourdough bread also made. So I have a London broil with this seasoning mix sprinkled on both sides of it with a little bit of oil so it'll stick. I had this bag of onions and peppers. I threw it on here, and I'm going to slice up some more bell peppers and get them on here. I'm going to let it, and then I'm going to sprinkle some of the seasoning on it with some oil and zhuzh it up. Then once all that's good to go, I'm going to get it all in the oven, and we are going to do steak fajitas for dinner. Okay, so I've got 2 of these rices to go with our, oh my gosh, what am I making, guys? Our steak fajitas. So we really like the cheesy Mexican rice from Old El Paso, so I'm going to do 2 boxes of that, and then I'm going to do 1, maybe 2 cans of black beans to go with it. So I'm going to go ahead and get this started. I've got the butter in the, I got to clean my stove off after dinner. I just kind of went from making the sourdough bread to doing dinner, so it'll all get cleaned after dinner. So I'm going to go ahead and get the cheesy Mexican rice started. I've got the butter, 2 tablespoons of butter, 5 cups of rice. I'm going to go ahead and mix in my seasoning, mix in my rice, and get everything going. Okay, so I didn't realize I only had 1 can of beans, black beans, and then I had a can of pinto beans that I canned myself, but as I tried to get them out of the jar, because in the bottom they were kind of stuck, they started breaking apart. So I might mash some of these and leave some of them whole. And yeah, we are going to have mixed pinto black mashed-ish beans. Either way, they're beans, they'll taste good, they'll be delicious. And so these are going to go with our fajitas. Okay, and I get this really yummy margarita. It's grapefruit and tangerine. If you have not seen this, you definitely need to get it and try it. I got ours. We have a liquor store out here, which is where you buy liquor because our regular stores don't sell liquor like that. Anyways, I got this. My favorite flavor now. Absolutely love it. So if you get a chance, try it. Okay, so I just pre-made 2 of these. I put everything on it. I love you too. Keeping in theme with the Cinco de Mayo, even for our snacks. So we get a little sweet treat. These are delicious. And oh my gosh, if you haven't tried this, run to Sam's Club and get it. My sister said they're at gas stations around here, but she got this big bag from Sam's Club. Again, keeping with the Cinco de Mayo theme, both of these are amazing snacks. You definitely have to try them. If you haven't, find them at your local Sam's Club. Delicious, delicious, delicious. Like I said, a sweet treat and a nice little fun snacking treat. So for my next recipe, I have just thawed out some shrimp. It's about 1 bag of like I think it's the large shrimp, deveined and tails off. I am going to go ahead and get these in a bowl and mix them up with some cilantro lime seasoning, a little bit of black pepper, some garlic powder, and let them sit until I'm ready to cook. So I have some of this cilantro lime seasoning. I am just going to give this a good shake all over the shrimp. Okay. I have some garlic powder. Again, just a little bit. Some black pepper. And just a pinch of salt. Okay, and now I'm going to give this all a good mix. And we're going to let it sit. I am debating maybe, you know what? Just a splash of olive oil on that, just to kind of help all the seasonings stick. Don't mind my oven. I have some breadcrumbs in there for another recipe for my husband's birthday. Anyways, okay. So this smells really good. I'm going to add just a little bit more. Okay. And I'm going to cover this, and we're just going to go ahead and let this sit and let them soak up the flavor. Okay, so to my pot, I have 2 cans of beans. One is just plain Bush's black beans, and the other is this Bush's Taco Fiesta black beans sidekick. So I mixed them together. These are going to be our beans for dinner. And I'm gonna go ahead and get my shrimp in a pan now and get those. So I have 2 cups of rice in my Instant Pot with a little bit of oil and just giving it a mix. I have some garlic powder and some of the cilantro lime powder in here. And I'm gonna add 4 cups of water and set this so that it'll cook. And then I will start my shrimp so that those are ready around the same time as my rice being ready. So I'm doing my shrimp in 2 batches. This is the first batch. We just got it in some olive oil and some butter. I'm gonna cook them up. And they've been sitting pretty much all day in their seasoning once they were thawed, and they smell really good. So I really can't wait for these to be done so I can build a tostada and eat them. So there is my shrimp tostada. I have black beans, rice, shrimp, some cheese, and some hot sauce. And I cannot wait to dig into this. I am so hungry. Sorry for the awkward angle. This is the best angle I have at the moment. I just came back from my in-laws yesterday night, kind of late. So I'm getting dinner ready now for today. I have 2 skirt steaks, and I'm making 2 so that I have extra. I'm going to wash my hands and then grab this. Actually, for time purposes, we're just gonna get this real quick. I'm just gonna pour some oil on these. Okay, that'll seep down to the second one. So this is actually slow cooker packets, but what I'm going to do is marinate my meat in them. And then I'm going to slice up my meat and cook it on our flat top grill. So a little over 2 pounds, but this packet will work fine for that. Now I'm gonna get in there. I'm gonna mix everything up with my hands. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to hit the camera. Okay. Should have probably mixed the seasoning with the oil, but that's fine. We'll be fine. It'll all work. So let me get this all rubbed in and then I will show you guys when it's done. Okay, so the meat is all covered and marinated. It's gonna marinate in for a few hours and then I'm gonna get it on the grill. So I'm gonna put some saran wrap on this. I'm going to wash my hands, and that is what this is. I'm going to slice up an onion and probably also rub it around in some of this seasoning, but I'm gonna do that right before I throw it on the grill because I don't have an onion right now. But yeah, so here's my meat. Okay, so I have all the beef sliced up, sitting in the bowl. I'm gonna go preheat my grill. And I've sliced up 1 whole onion. I'm gonna break apart all the pieces and see exactly how much I have, but I don't think I'm gonna cut up another one, but you never know. So yeah, so this is 1 whole onion. And I'm gonna cook these on the grill next to the meat. And then once they're both all cooked, I will mix them together. So hopefully these are really good tacos. Okay, so I've got my onions and my meat on my grill. I am almost wondering if I should have sliced up some bell peppers to throw on here, but I think onions will be fine. I don't like raw onions. That's why we're doing sauteed onions with our meat. I'm almost wondering if I should have done more onions now. I did slice it thick, but it'll be fine. Are you helping Nan make the rice for dinner?
Yes.
Good job. You're doing so good. And that.
Oh.
Okay, so we have black beans mixed with black bean fiesta sidekicks and some more Mexican cheesy rice to go with dinner. And I'm gonna build a plate. Okay, so we have the steak and the onions, rice, and beans. Don't forget to check my description box for all my links.